Hello and welcome to another video, and today, as you can see, once again we're on MotoGP 18 for another episode of Career Mode. I think something that I forgot to point out last episode was that I'm almost halfway between Dismissal and First Rider now, so that's decent. Obviously, we joined Moto2 like in the middle of the season, and we have 50 points currently because we've done 2 races, and we obviously snatched the win at Assen on the last corner. It's annoying that glitch had to mess with that race in such a way, but I still won, so can't complain, and it made it a bit more interesting for the viewers, you guys. So, it's also props. But what track? I think it's Sachsenring, isn't it now? Yeah. Okay, I need to check the settings. Oh, good job I checked the settings because it's on only race for some reason and 3 laps. I think I was did a quick race yesterday. So yeah, this episode, as I said, is Sachsenring. So we're heading to qualifying, and I'll see you there. Right, so I'm in qualifying now, and obviously Sachsenring, very topical at the moment. It was the last Grand Prix. Obviously it's the current esports event also, so a couple of reasons there. If you look at that, my lap time is not up to par really. I'm not very good at this track on this game, I'll be the first to admit that, but yeah, I'll head out for a final lap. It's not too long a track, so might be a bit closer in terms of what I have over the AI, but I'll see what I can do. Right, I completely forgot to intro that lap, but here we come up towards the line. What are we going to get? 23.2. Right, so obviously that's pole for the minute, but I'm first rider to set a lap. So I'll head back into the pits and see if that's still top of the session later on. Right, so with 1 minute left in the session, yeah, I'm about 1.1 faster than the AI at a very short track, although to be fair, that was a pretty hooked up lap, to be fair. I haven't really, I did make a couple mistakes, but wasn't a bad lap. Alarmingly, Bagnaia is second. That's not what I wanted. I obviously wanted him a bit further down, and Mir's back down in 9th, so I'm not sure what really went on in the last race, because the order was a bit different, because Oliveira's third as well in this race, so that's always a good thing. Marquez is down in 5th, so again, I didn't really want him to do very well either. Hopefully Miguel can get a cat amongst the pigeons, I suppose. Like, kind of hold up Bagnaia, maybe drop him down a few positions. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to easily have this pole position, so we'll actually head to the final results, which won't really be any different to this. Right, so yeah, now we are on the final standings. We can have a look a bit more at the lap times. So yeah, quite a short track. There's actually quite a big spread, because Danny Kent in 33rd has done a 128.8. Bloody hell, he's 1.3 off the guy in front of him. Alright, I know Danny Kent hasn't been doing that well this year, but Milestone, he's not that bad, alright? He's not that bad. Especially considering the Sachsenring is probably his best track, so, although he did fall off in the race, he was beating Quartararo before that, so, there we go, that's my British rant out the way. Again, so actually I'm literally 5.6 seconds faster than him at well, even if we do his lap time, it's like an 88-second track, and I'm 5 seconds faster than him. So I've done it in 83 seconds, and he's done it in 88. That's a lap as well. So he's had a whole hour to try and beat that lap time. He's, to be fair, like, Brad Binder is like nearly 2 seconds off me as well. But yeah. So we'll head into the race now. Right, so we're in the race now, and hopefully go get off to a decent start. Try and hold the lead, try and build out a bit of a gap. I've got a new way of trying to get around the glitch, so I'm going to try that. I practiced it a little bit in Grand Prix mode, so it seems pretty effective, so we're going to try that. Hopefully we don't lose too much time from it, so that it doesn't ruin our whole race like it did at Assen. Yeah, we'll start the race and see how effective it is. Lights out, away we go. Oh, we didn't do that too well. Lost a few places on the run into turn 1. Try and get some of them back though if we can. Oh, down to 4th, oh 3rd. Around the outside, back up into the lead, so that's worked out fairly well. Although I've ran a little hot, they're probably going to try and get my inside. I defend through Omega. Oh no, I've run a little wide, but oh no, Bang Nai's at the inside. Go run it around his outside. Oh no, our rival is leading now. Gonna try and get around him. No, ran even wider. So that's Oliveira on the inside. Have to let him go before I can cut back to the inside. So we've got a little bit of a race on his hands, but I'm sure as soon as we get to the front again, we can try and bolt. Past Oliveira now. Bang Nai's next. Oh crap, bounced at that curve a little bit. Oh, I've clipped him. Why is he going so slow? Down the waterfall, the Ralph Waldman curve. Right up the back of Bang Nai. Desperate to try and find a way past him. We'll have to have a look at the last corner. Oh, the inside, that was unexpected. Right, we're past him now. We've got a decent exit as well, so we have to try and gap him. Did it on the curb, nice one. Right, so about to start last lap. I've not really strung a very good lap together yet, so they're not very far behind me. I keep making mistakes like I'll clip the curb and run off the track, or I hit the inside wall on one lap. I lost a good 2 seconds from that, like a 24 on that lap. Clip the inside wall on the left-hander that literally just curb all the way up to the wall. I clipped that curb and it sent me into the wall, so yeah, fun times. Right, so we won. No, I'm not too excited because it was a fairly easy win, but I made some even bigger mistakes in that last lap, I tell you. Like, literally, I was talking about how I literally did not string a good lap together that entire race. Okay, so maybe I did a quick lap on lap 2, but yeah, I actually did extend the gap on the last lap somehow. Like, I don't know how they actually did a sub. Alright, they're 23.7s for their fastest lap, so I suppose that's why I was sort of keeping consistent with them, because even when I was doing crap. Danny Kent gained 1 position, guys. Although he did absolutely smoke his qualifying time though, so there you go, legend in the making. But yeah, let's move on to the championship, and unfortunately Bang Nai came 2nd, so it's probably not going to be looking too good. And Marquez, oh Pacini, you bottled it, mate. You're 7th. You're supposed to beat these guys. And Oliveira, you too, mate. Now I'm 109 points behind him. I mean, obviously I've closed up on him a bit, but yeah, still not great. So how close are we to Baldassarre now? Let's take off 3, so 106, take off 40, so 66 points off him. We've got 10 races to go. Yeah, 66, that's probably possible. So I think 3rd in the championship is quite possible, but 2nd or 1st, no, they've ran away with it really. They scored too many points before I came, so I didn't really get a chance. But we are moved up to 7th in the championship now. We're pretty close to Miguel as well, so probably be able to jump him in the next race. Oh, we've moved. Actually, we're closer to first rider now than with dismissal. Because yet again, oh, my qualifying objective was 1st. Damn. They have really raised their expectation of me quickly. Our race objective was 18th. Don't know how I can bottle it from 1st to 18th, but yeah, alright. Right, so let's proceed. Get to watch this podium cutscene.
If his team keeps working like this, it will be really difficult for his opponents to overtake him.
It is pretty much impossible for my opponents to overtake me, I assure you of that. Obviously the game throws a glitch at me to make me lose positions on the first lap, but if you fight and get them back, then that's all you need. Right, so we're back in the hub now. I completely forgot to do kind of my hub transition sort of thing, like see what's changed, but it doesn't really matter. As I said in the last episode, we'll head into the bike development, go into the suspension and improve the stability again. Boom, there we go. So now we've got 5,000 points. It's not enough for anything. So now we've got full elasticity.
So I'm going to have a look, see kind of what the next thing I'm probably going to go for. So we got this option increases aerodynamic penetration, so top speed. This option prevents the bike from pulling wheelies. So it increases the acceleration. Well, the acceleration's fine, so I'll probably do the penetration, although it's not, again, a massive issue. The top speed is fine. Then the suspension, the brakes. Maybe I'll do the modularity, because the brakes are pretty responsive, so the option increases the rate of descent when cornering, this makes the bike react faster when steering. It's not really, yeah, I'll probably leave the frame, I'll probably do the frame last. I'll probably go for modularity next, and then maybe the penetration, and then I'll work on the frame. I'll decide which one seems better, although it's fine in both areas, so it actually could end up hindering the bike if we really try improve it. But yeah, that's this round done, so yeah, another win. It's a 7th in the championship now. Have a look, the next race is Brno, I believe, and then Austria, Silverstone, Misano, Aragon, Thailand, Japan, Australia, Sepang, and then obviously the finale at Valencia. So that's 10 races, and we got plenty of chance to try and what do you call it, gain back some points. So if we take another look at the standings, I know we've already looked at it, but we can calculate, I suppose. So we are 109 behind. Basically need to crash 4 times. I don't think that's going to happen, is it? So if that happens, that's 4 out of 6 races gone, right? So let's say, like, we literally need to start scoring like 20 more points than him, because if we score 10 more points than him every race, so let's say he comes 4th every race. Actually, like, if he comes 4th every race, it might be enough, but does 4th get like 13 or 12 or something like that? Because then that'd be 13 more than in every race then, so if he gets 12. That's by 10, that's 130, so yeah, that is enough to overthrow him, but that means he has to do that consistently. So we could do with a Bagnaia crash, really. Let's say if we have a crash, he has a crash in the next race. I've got to assume that I have to win every race to actually have a shot. I accidentally got onto MotoGP, yeah. So we have to win every race to actually have a shot. So let's say he crashed in the next race, and yeah, again, I keep accidentally knocking the bumper. We'll assume that I win. So that brings it down to 104, then 84 points then. That leaves us with 9 races. That's still not enough. So then again, I'm assuming that he comes 2nd. Although if he comes 3rd in every race after that, from 84, 9 times 9 is 81. So actually he would still win. So we need him to crash twice realistically. We could also help if Marquez went down with him. But obviously the AI very rarely crash here, although we do have probably a decent shot at them crashing here. The first corner is absolute carnage, so we might get lucky and we might have one. Now, I don't really see anywhere else they're going to crash, to be honest. Possibly at Aragon, but again, the turn 1 isn't too dodgy there. So it's not dodgy at Buriram if you take it correctly, but obviously the AI don't, so I don't think there's actually been a crash like outside of qualifying ever in this career. Probably has been, oh yeah, by me, but without me taking somebody else out or me pushing an AI into somebody and making them fall off. I don't think there's ever been an AI on AI crash. Now I'm not going to play dirty. I'm not going to go out my way to knock Bagnaia and Marquez off, because that just wouldn't be fair. So we just have to hope that they do come off. But we have now established that if I win every race and they retire twice, that probably is enough. So if we knock 50, yeah, we'll just do it to Bagnaia, because if it happens to Marquez 2, then it happens to Marquez 2, doesn't it? So get back on the standings. Let's take 50 off that, so it's 59 point, and 8 times 5, it's actually 40, so, you know, he still can't come second every race, if he falls off twice, so he needs to fall off twice and then like get a really crap finish one time as well. That would really help out. But yeah, that's enough talk. This has probably taken up more video than the race, this last bit, but it's nice to try and discuss and see kind of what's possible in what circumstances. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, especially if you want to see more of this, but if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. I'm not going to beg, because, you know, people don't like that, but and neither do I don't really like seeing it either. I don't like doing it. So yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll see you in the next video.